Almost every culture on Earth has a story about dragons, whether it be different names, shapes, or meaning. It's all the same concept. When we think about dragons, that definition comes in many forms, be it power, fear, mystery, or strength. They are something larger than life. Dragons were the creatures people believed in before they understood the world, before science, explanations, and proof. They were symbols for what people couldn't control and what they secretly wished they could become. And today, we call them myths. But here's what's interesting. No one questions whether dragons existed with the same intensity they question whether you can succeed. They won't dare mock ancient stories the way they tear down modern dreams. You won't hear anyone say history needs to be realistic, but they'll tell you to be. Dragons may be a myth, but your pain isn't. Neither is your effort, exhaustion, or hunger. Nights you stayed up thinking about a better life. Goals you've been quietly protecting from judgment. The version of you that refuses to settle, even when you're tired. None of these are myths. So why do we treat dreams like they're imaginary and limits like they're the law? See, dragons were always guarding something. Treasure, kingdoms, sacred places. They stood between ordinary and extraordinary. And that's not an accident. Because every great story knows the truth. Nothing powerful is unguarded. And nothing meaningful is easily reached. Your goals are not sitting in open fields. They're behind resistance, doubt, fear, setbacks, and especially criticism. That's the dragon. Not an enemy, but a test. Most people don't fail because they're not capable. They fail because they turn their back at the first sign of fire. It could be rejection, a slow season, the first time it doesn't work, when someone laughs. And suddenly, the dream becomes unrealistic. The goal becomes too much. And the version becomes naive. No, it's just guarding. Dragons were never meant to be proof that something was impossible. They were proof that something was worth protecting. And if your path feels hard, the progress feels slow, your journey with aching loneliness, good. That means you're not chasing something small. Let me tell you something weird. If your dream doesn't scare you and excite you at the same time, then it's not big enough. If your goal doesn't make other people uncomfortable, it's most certainly not bold enough. And if your vision doesn't require growth, sacrifice, and courage, it's not the one you're meant to chase, and you'll end up just wasting your time. Dragons may be a myth, but your potential, future, calling, and the fire are not. And the fact that you're still here, still trying, hoping, and pushing even when it's heavy, that's not fantasy. That's strength. So today, on Appreciate a Dragon Day, don't just smile at the stories, learn from them, understand them, respect the message. Because every legend reminds us of the same thing. The greatest treasures are always guarded, and the people who reach them are never the ones who turn back. And you're not crazy for wanting more. It is not foolish for dreaming big. Neither is feeling weakness for being afraid. And refusing to give up is never a wrong choice. You're just standing in front of something powerful. And power always looks intimidating from the outside. So stand your ground. Face the fire. And always protect that dream. Remember, dragons may be a myth, but you and your goals are real, and they are worth fighting for.